There's a Kingston organization that gives $1,000 no strings attached microgrant each month at a public pitch party to make an awesome idea come true. Awesome Kingston is made up of community-minded individuals who want to help make Kingston a more awesome city by volunteering their time and money. Today, we're lucky to have Garrett and Matt from Awesome Kingston. Thanks for coming on the show, guys.
No problem at all. Thanks for having us.
Thanks a lot, Dan.
So I've seen you guys around a bit, but I really like to highlight just right back to where you started. What is Awesome Kingston?
So Awesome Kingston, basically it's a group of like-minded individuals, and we all love Kingston. And what we do is we feel there's so much untapped talent out there and so many great ideas that need to have funding, but they may not qualify for a regular funding source like a trillium grant or what have you. So what we do is we think of ourselves as the ones we fund the unfundable. And so how it works basically is people pitch their idea, their idea is sort of to make Kingston a better place to live or work. And they put their idea onto our website, and basically we have 10 trustees, and the trustees go and review these different pitches. And we usually get maybe 15 or 20 or more maybe, and we shortlist it to the top 4. We invite them out to a pitch party, and at that pitch party, what happens is they've got 90 seconds to do their elevator pitch, so they're just basically pouring their heart out. And after that, you got a 7-minute question and answer session, and at the end of the night, we give the best idea $1,000 in a brown paper bag full of cash. So yeah, it's pretty cool. It's a lot of fun.
And how long have you guys been doing this for?
I've been here since 2011, since we started. Garrett, how long have you been around again now?
I started in October 2013.
Yeah, so a long time.
It has been a long time. You don't realize it because it flies by, but it's a lot of great ideas and a lot of interesting people.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
so
it's fun. Sorry, go ahead.
You guys have given like $100 each for the past 9 years or 7 years. It sounds like that's a bit of cash. What's inspired you guys?
All the money's gone now. Thanks for reminding me. I was wondering what happened to that also.
So what are some of the ideas that are memorable or something that you guys stood out over the years, the types of things you funded?
Garrett, you want to?
Sure. The ideas that I really like, the ones that resonate with me, are the ones where it's a community member that sees a gap and they try to fill it themselves. They're maybe not necessarily a registered organization or a group with, a framework or board of directors or anything. It's just a person that wants to make their community better. And we've had so many of those apply over the years. So those are the ones that I always kind of root for. But that's not to say that, organizations can't apply. We've had, people doing plays. We've had, other groups from within the city pitch for the money. So there's been so many, it's hard to narrow it down. I don't know, Matt, if you have any that jump out in your mind.
It's tough. Like, we've funded some really good grassroots stuff, and we've just funded some crazy stuff. Like, there was one where they wanted to put this thing together, and they're all riding their bikes around basically to boost everyone's spirits and stuff like that. And we gave them the money to do that. So like, it's funny because the pitches are so diverse, and really when we get there and we get a feel for the people and their passion behind it, because we see some that look really good on paper, but when people come and pitch or whatever, it's like, okay, it's not exactly what we thought. Or then other ones like, oh, I don't know. And then they just blew our doors off, right? So it's really cool, but it's so nice seeing the passion that people have and pouring their hearts out there. And like, when we leave these pitch parties, you feel like $1 million because it's so fulfilling, so rewarding seeing these people out there doing that, right? So it's really cool.
I feel better about Kingston when I leave a pitch party. It's great to know all these groups that are flying under the radar and doing really cool things to try and make the community better.
Yeah, no, it's great.
So tell me, how have you guys adapted? Because obviously the pitch parties I've been to, which you described so well, they're just such a great event to see. And again, people apply online, you shortlist them, they come, they pitch, big and small, it doesn't matter where they're from, they're just different ideas and they're very passionate. Now with COVID, obviously things may be a bit different. So what have you done? Are you still running these? Have you adapted them in some way? Or do you have plans for the, the foreseeable future with what you guys do?
Yeah, you want to do it?
Sure. We initially canceled our pitch parties in March, and we decided to pool our $1,000 micro grant and split it up among organizations in the city that were helping with food insecurity. And then the following month, I think that we split it up for the arts community, I believe.
Yeah.
So we're trying to be active. We're not doing pitch parties. We're not soliciting applications right now, but we're still trying to put our funds to good use within the community. So we're trying to get together as a group and figure out where we can put that money. I mean, there's so many organizations that need funding, so many groups that need support. So it's always a challenge to try and pick one, but we've got a good group of trustees as part of Awesome Kingston that always have great input. So we're trying to mobilize the money to where we think it can be of good use.
Well, I think that's, that's something that's really important. A lot of different projects I've worked on, it doesn't always take that much to get things going, but, and sometimes that $1,000 is actually, that would go so far to get so many things done. So I think even just for the time being, of course, redirecting it into kind of initiatives in the community that are doing good, I think that's a very smart thing and a very honorable thing. And I appreciate you guys, again, going back to all of this is your money, right? This is you guys putting your hard-earned money from the, from working on out there. And I think that's just so amazing. Right now, or even in the future, tell me more about, I guess, the process or how people get involved. Do you ever look for other trustees to participate? Do you look for venues, if that's the case? If you move it online when you need digital support, like, because this is literally, everything you guys are doing are voluntary and you're paying to be volunteers. What are the types of things you could, you would look for from the community for support?
Well, we would love to get back to our grassroots and having our pitch parties and venue, because that's really the magic of it all. Like when you talk about the $1,000 for the pitch party, a lot of that too is people get the $1,000, but it sort of validates their idea. It's like, okay, I had this idea and I thought there was some work to it, and then and it just boosts them, and it is such a boost to their self-esteem and just them having those ideas. And also when you have other people, like there's lots of people that don't win the grant, but we're all well connected, so we can usually point them in the right direction to help them out. So that's the magic part. We love that. Going forward, we'll have to see. We toyed with the idea of doing like a virtual pitch party, and I think right now we're sort of just waiting to see how things go. And we've just been donating the money, like Garrett said, to the different causes and that, and where it basically would be used best. But we just have to see. We haven't really thought that far ahead as what we're going to do. Like if we want to have a platform like this per se and do like a virtual pitch party, but we did toy with the idea. So yeah.
Well, and we are always accepting, new trustees and guest trustees. If anybody's interested in getting involved in our organization, you can find us on our website. You can find us on Facebook. You can find us on Twitter, on Instagram. I think they're all at Awesome Kingston. So you can always reach out to us. And if you have any questions, we're happy to answer them. And we would love for people to join in and help out.
Is there anything I missed or you think should be reinforced?
I don't know. It's just such a fun thing to do. And like I said, with our money, there's no red tape. So it's the beautiful part is we can do what we want. And, it's great. So it's such a cool thing. And it's so fun to do. And I just love getting out there and seeing all the people with all their different ideas. And so many people you see in the street years later, and they'll bump into you, recognizing it, says, man, I remember that. You know what? That was a big help. And they'll give you an update. So it's like a legacy thing. It keeps going. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. And I recommend anybody that wants to get involved to come out to a pitch party in the future, because we will have them again, that, just come out and you just got to experience it. So.
And Perfect. If you are curious about previous winners, past winners, they're all available on our website at awesomekingston.org.
Well, guys, thanks for joining me today.
Yeah, thanks a lot for having us. It's great.
Thanks a lot.